Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, cause I don't fucking care.
Hey, what is up you guys, this is Nacho here and welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. In today's video we're going to be doing the third episode of my Versus series. So first and foremost I just want to give a huge thank you to you guys. You guys showed so much support on the video that I made a couple days ago about the ERAD Cyclopean versus Cerberus. You guys seem to have really liked it. We smashed 100 likes. You guys know I never even asked for likes, so it's pretty surprising to me that many of you guys click like on my videos. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Let's get into this one though, man. You guys can already tell from the top of the video, Flatline versus Chaos. Tons of you guys from the Nacho Nation were requesting it in the comment section below, so I had to do it, man. This is a classic showdown right here. These are quite possibly some of the best epic weapons in Infinite Warfare. Now, me, myself, when I first started playing this game around January of this year, when I first picked it up, I knew that one of my first epic weapons was going to be the NV4. I just didn't know which variant to get or which one was better suited for my needs. So let's take a look at both of them in depth, guys. Now, taking a look at the NV4 Chaos, what do you get for it? So you have an ability that gives you a faster hipfire rate, meaning that while you're not aiming, your hipfire rate almost doubles. Like, it's pretty insane how good it can be. This is very nice on maps like Genesis. Like, I would never have thought I would be able to use an NV4 on a map like Genesis, maybe like Mayday, Frontier, but having the NV4 Chaos makes it a viable option, although it's not the best option because an SMG will probably still beat it up close. But if you're trying to use an AR and be decent on submachine gun type of maps, this is definitely a great option. Now, on the flip side of that coin, you have a slower fire rate when you're aiming down sights. Now, the crazy thing about the Chaos is when you're ADSing, basically aiming down sights, it basically becomes like a flatline, but a shitty version of the flatline. What do I mean by that? The flatline has an infinite damage range perk, meaning that, or one of the abilities, not a perk, meaning that it's always a 4-shot kill in core. I'll talk more about this later in depth, but going back to the Chaos, even though it has the slower fire rate, making it kind of like a flatline, so it makes it really easy to be accurate across the map, well, you won't be 4-hit killing people across the map. With the Chaos, it's going to take you 5-6 bullets because it's going to be a regular NV4. It's going to be like you're using any other variant other than the flatline, so that is kind of one of the downsides. Now, the one thing that I will say about these two weapons that's very interesting to me is that which weapon you want is really going to depend on what kind of player you are. Now, we all know that there's two different subsets of players. We have the core audience and the hardcore audience. Now, you guys know me, I'm mainly a core player, but I know that there's a lot of people that love playing hardcore that watch my videos, and hands down, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, the flatline is hands down the best epic gun in hardcore. Like, if you are only a hardcore player, like you only play hardcore TDM, hardcore domination 100% of the time, you have to get the flatline. You will never go wrong with that. Literally, you can one-shot somebody across the map, you can one-shot somebody close range. It is super insane, super cheap, and hands down you'd have to go with the flatline. Now, if you are a core player, this is where the Chaos comes in handy because you guys know, like I was saying, in core you have a little bit more health, and when you get into those close range engagements, when you have an assault rifle, especially like the NV4 that has a pretty slow fire rate compared to other assault rifles or submachine guns, you tend to lose up close gunfights. Well, with the increased hip fire rate, it makes the Chaos be able to shred people on stuff like Genesis, like you guys are seeing in the gameplay. It's absolutely crazy how many hip fire kills you can get, and it kind of feels cheap sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie. Now, going back over to the flatline about what I was saying earlier about how it's basically the god gun in hardcore. It's a 1-hit kill at any range, and in core it's a 4-bullet hit kill at any range. Now, this is kind of a double-edged sword in core. Now, what do I mean by this? With the flatline, it is super nice when you can literally just like pre-aim a super long hallway, you know, watch one end of the map all the way to the other end of the map, and you can just kill people super fast. You can drop people super fast because you just need to put 4 bullets into them and they're dead. On the flip side of that coin, when you're using the flatline, I have come to realize that you have to avoid a lot of close quarters engagements. You really have to avoid putting yourself inside of rooms, inside of like the airplane at terminal, inside of any close quarter situation, because 90% of the time I lose close range gunfights with the flatline. Reason being is because it's a 4-hit kill and and it has a slower fire rate. Now the regular MV4 is still a 4-hit kill up close, but the thing that any other variant of the MV4 has over the Flatline when you're up close is that it's a faster fire rate. With the reduced fire rate in core when you're up close, I find myself losing so many gunfights when I'm trying to get somebody who's using an SMG up close to me and they would have needed like one more bullet to kill. That's the only drawback I would have to say with the Flatline that I find using in core, but there is an easy workaround around that. I mean, what I've come to do is basically just started playing the outskirts of the map and playing long lines of sight. I basically, whenever I use a Flatline, I'm playing as if I have like a 3 burst weapon, as if I'm using the R3KT, not trying to be too close to my enemies, trying to keep my game to a mid-range to a long range, because that is really where this gun is gonna shine. Now coming down to it, boys, both of these are worth 4,000 salvage, and both of these are seriously some of the best epic weapons in Infinite Warfare. Now, which one of these weapons is gonna be the victor of this versus series, guys? Honestly, man, I gotta give it to the Flatline. 100%, you gotta go to the Flatline. The fact that it's the God gun in hardcore is just hands down dirty, nasty. You will cannot go wrong, man. I seriously, if you guys have never picked up a Flatline and you play hardcore, you gotta try it. You will feel like you're a COD god because you just melt everybody, but it is annoying when you do get killed by it as well. Now, the Chaos is really good in core mode, and like I said, the hip fire is nice, but honestly, for my playstyle and the way I play, and I know that most of you guys play, I think the Flatline will better suit most people. Like I said, when you unlock the Flatline and you play core, just try to avoid being close to your enemies. That's the only negative thing I could really think about for the Flatline, because it also has reduced idle sway compared to the other Flatline variants, so it's gonna make it way easier for you to just pre-aim a long line of sight and just wait for somebody to poke out and you melt them. It does have a slower fire rate, but because it's a 4-hit kill across the map, you don't really notice it, man. Honestly, man, you gotta go for the Flatline. 100%, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, what you think about these two epics, but I gotta give it to the Flatline, guys. I can't go wrong. This was the Flatline is personally the first epic gun I ever unlocked, and I still to this day have absolutely no regrets of buying it. Hands down, one of the best epics in the game. Both of these are really great, but if you had to pick between one or the other, I would have to give it to the Flatline. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like to see more of these versus series, be sure to let me know in the comment section below what weapons you guys would like to see next. But as always, my name is Papanacho. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Let's try to smash 100 likes again, but let's get it, boys. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Nacho Nation.